I'm so excited that we're here in your backyard, in your beautiful home. Like,
not as excited as we are because
yeah,
it's our house now.
congrats, by the way. I mean, there were a lot of hurdles.
There were a lot of hurdles.
There's a lot to this.
For sure.
We went through a lot together, and I know there were probably moments where you wanted to give up, hang in the towel. I guess my first question is for you. You know, what are your thoughts? How do we get through it?
Yeah, so definitely, I think it was a rocky road for a while. We definitely had some hurdles, some obstacles in purchasing this home, and I mean,
No fault of yours.
yeah. And I was actually just talking to my mom about it today and saying, if we hadn't had Jake on our side, I don't know that we would be in this house. So we are so grateful to have had you as our realtor representing us, because I don't know that we would be here if it wasn't for you. And you just were constantly fighting for us and in our corner and making sure that everything that was supposed to go the way it was supposed to go happened. And we definitely appreciate that and are grateful for that.
I appreciate you guys, and you know, this was a very unique scenario. We had to sell your house, right? Get you into this one while you're purchasing this home. That one, you know, we had some hurdles that caused, you know, kind of a landslide, you know, with this one, and I'm just thankful we got through it, and I'm thankful for you guys because you really had to be strong and have that grit and strong-minded to say, hey, we'll figure this out. You know, so this is really, it's a team effort.
Not only that, I mean, you were in a tight spot because not only were you our realtor, but you're also our friend and neighbor. And I know that was weighing on you quite a bit, you know, but you guided us right through it. And we knew that, you know, we just pretty much followed everything that you said, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, and you know, thank you. I appreciate you guys. And there were, you know, I'm backed up by a team, by a brokerage that, you know, there's times where you have to call on that backup, and that's what happened. You know, because the other side, they weren't playing nice, for lack of a better word, right? and you guys had to do the same. And there's times where, you know, hey, you know, I need you to do this, and you guys did it, right? To help protect your best interest. So to be able to be sitting here now in a beautiful backyard, beautiful home, it's an amazing story. It is, and you know, thank you for being awesome friends, awesome clients.
The only thing you didn't tell me was all the work that I was going to have to do around here.
That's called welcome to homeownership. That's what that is.
So worth it.
You know, do you feel like you made the right move? You know, going from that, selling that, you've lived in that house for
17 years.
a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. We wake up every morning and just grateful that we're in this house. It's just beautiful. It's relaxing. It's peaceful, and yeah, we love all the space we have. We love all the beautiful greenery that we get to see. So, yeah.
You know, you live in the same house for 17 years, and you decide to make that jump, and you're scared, you know, because it's everything you've known that you've done for so long, you're going to leave behind,
right,
for something that's basically on the unknown. And then you say, okay, we're going to do it, and you get here, and then you, like Sean says, you wake up in the morning and you're just like, wow, we made the right choice. This is, you know, your family grows. You think you're going to stay somewhere, but then, like I said, your family grows, and then you move on. And we moved at the perfect time.
right, you did. These dogs back here.
They're coming. Oh.
And you're right, and so you raised kiddos in that house, right? So now they're a little bit older. You need a little bit more span, a little bit more land, a little bit more space, right?
Not only that, but the kids have their own bathrooms now.
That's huge.
Key point.
That is huge.
Teenagers, get the kids their own bathrooms.
Yeah. I really do pride myself in ensuring that I'm protecting my client's best interest, and this was definitely that. in this situation. Do you feel like you had an understanding of the process? Like, were there moments where, maybe there were question marks, or was it pretty straightforward?
The beginning part was pretty straightforward. You laid everything out. Anytime I had a question, one of the things I was telling Shauna about from the very get-go is anytime I had a question for you, you knew the answer.
Right.
You never once did you say, hold on, let me ask somebody, let me get back to you on that. Not once did that ever happen. You always had the answer. Then we started getting into all the other stuff with the sellers and everything else that was out of your control. That and then your reply always was, I've got a team behind me. We're going to get through this, and then you kept us in the loop every step of the way, and that was like, okay, we're good. We got this.
We knew we were in good hands.
And I, I've never had to get. We had to get lawyers involved. We had to do this. We had to do that. It was a first for a lot of things. It's not often that you have to go that direction. But when you do, I thankfully have got the support, of the brokers to back me up. And I called my broker, said, Joe, I need this now. And he's like, on it. You know what I mean? And that's huge, right? And I'm so thankful for that too, from my brokerage. I've already had a video and a conversation with them and, about that whole situation. And they backed us up every step of the way.
There's a learning experience for you guys too, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's something I'm always going to remember. So that letter that we got from the attorney, I have it framed in my office as kind of like, hey, you don't mess with one, you don't mess with me, because I think throughout this process it's like, you know what, hang tight. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me figure out the best direction forward, because there was multiple times where we were like, oh, we don't know how this is going to play out. But I was going, you know what? Just give me a little bit. We'll figure this out. And we did.
Yeah, and you guided us through all of that. That's why I feel like we wouldn't be here today.
We always were kept in the loop. You always told us what was going on. A lot of times you use a service and you're expecting to be kept in the loop, understanding what's going on, and you don't hear from somebody for days. You always let us know every time everything was going on. We always knew what was happening. There was never that, hey, we haven't heard from Jake in a while. No, that was always there. We always knew where we were. Even if nothing happened, hey, nothing's going on right now. We're still working on everything. We always knew where we stood, where everything was going.
Well, my whole goal, thank you so much for sitting down with me right now and doing this. It's really, my number one goal is to get the education out there, get the value out there, let other people know about what I do and what I do to support my clients. And thank you for sitting down with me and doing this. I appreciate you guys so much. And it was, you're right, it was a great learning experience. It was tough, right? But, I'm a Marine, so I remember sitting down with you at the very beginning, and you were like, Jake, hey, if you want to say, hey, let's go a different direction, or if you want to throw in the towel, and what did I tell you?
I'm a fighter.
Fight for you.
Yeah, I was like, no.
And I was like,
no, it's not right, right? It's not the right thing to do, and so, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, so, thank you guys for sticking with me. So, and I love to see it that dogs are settling in, you guys are settling in, kiddos love the house. I mean, it's
everybody's happy.
Yeah, so it's super cool.
Yeah.
You guys have any questions for me?
No questions. Just appreciation.
Yeah.
Just appreciation for everything you did, for sticking with us. I know it was hard for you being a friend and a neighbor and a client all at the same time. I know that's difficult, because it puts you in a kind of a tighter spot than normal. And every once in a while, you'd say to me, "You rather than throw in the towel," and I was like, "It's not really my style to do that. What do you want to do?" And you're like, "Oh, hell no."
Let's keep going.
Like, right on. Let's kekeep doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because my wife knows. I don't back down. to somebody where I know they're not doing the right thing, whether it's, no matter who it is, if they're not doing the right thing, if they're not acting in good faith, then no, we're in every right to continue to fight this. As long as you're on board, I'm on board. Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's do this. At the end of the day, it's your decision, as the client, right? And I truly feel we talked about this. I think a lot of other realtors would have said, let's do something else here. And you might not even have known of what was truly going on. Like, there's so much that happens behind the scenes. And I think because being a good friend, being a neighbor, being close, at the time, you definitely got some more insight of that than what normally would happen.
For any prospective buyers out there, I mean, there's between you and another friend that's also a realtor. I'll be honest with you. We were trying to decide between the two. And your social media presence and everything that you did on social media, your pictures, everything was so far and above what everybody else had done that's why we decided to go with you, because it was a tough decision. We were going back and forth because we had another friend that was a realtor, and we're like, oh, we're gonna have to let somebody down. But everything, your social media presence, I think a lot of it had a lot to do with it, because we got to actually see the process and what you were doing, for everybody else and all your other clients, that really kind of separated you from our friend and from a lot of other prospective realtors. So
Yeah, pictures were awesome of the house when we were selling. Videos were awesome. That was
we had no idea what was going to transpired. We had no idea about that. We were just like, wow, the social media presence of the pictures that he takes compared to these other pictures, that other realtors do, were so far and above, better, that we were like, let's go with Jake. And we both felt really comfortable about it after we made the decision. We did feel really comfortable about it. And then after everything transpired,
grateful.
Yeah, grateful
that we made the choice we did.
That we did go that route.
Well, thank you so much. And Steve and Shauna, I'm so grateful for you, and for the fight and the effort that we went through as a team to get to this point. So, thank you so much.